Hello there folks, and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be diving into some of the big reveals that came out of the Warhammer preview for Adepticon that landed last night. I stayed up to watch it. It was a mess of technical failures, but it ended up being rather cool all the same. I'm going to kick things off with a look at the Middle-earth strategy battle game reveals that popped out. Sorry if I sound a bit weird, by the way. I do have a little bit of a cold, so bear with me. But yes, I had to get excited about this because Rohan are awesome. Have I painted my box set from War of the Rohirrim yet? No. But that's not going to stop me picking up some of these. So we're going to be getting a whole host of brand new miniatures, starting things off with the glorious, glorious new plastic kits representing the standard of the Rohirrim, the Riders of Rohan themselves, the Rohan Cavalry. This is a reimagining of the original plastic set, just like we saw with the plastic set for the foot troops for the Warriors of Rohan. And with this one, you get a lovely mix of all sorts of different weapons and such in the set. You get your classic hand weapons in there alongside your bows, because of course your Riders of Rohan come with bows and hand weapons as standard. And then you will also have the option for the throwing spear variant if you want to go with that. Throwing spears is definitely the way to go. I would say spend those extra points on throwing spears. Really good on the charge for skewering your enemies as you head into battle. Really nice new sculpts for the horses as well. Very powerful, a lot less flimsy than the ones that we originally got in the classic plastic set that I think they said was 25 years old at this point, over 25 years old at this point, which is insane. To think that they've lasted that long. They have said that they match up proportionally, or at least height-wise, to the existing Riders of Rohan set that's out there. But as with the Warriors of Rohan, there is a little bit of a proportional difference between them, just because, you know, sculpting and time has moved on. So if you're somebody who has started out with War of the Rohirrim, or the Middle-earth strategy battle game as Rohan with the new edition miniatures, these are a solid option for you to choose from in some very nice poses that match up very well to the old ones. And you can see some great analogs in there amongst them as well. Really lovely shield designs to see back there too. Love the horse armor and the lovely masks that they all have on as well. They're going to be a very fun and dynamic set for you to choose from. The set will build you 6 miniatures with a variety of weapons, as you can see there. So lots of different ways for you to play around with those. I think the guy with the axe was always my favorite, because I remember that bit from Return of the King where they're charging across the Pelennor fields, the charge of the Rohirrim, and that guy is swinging his axe around his head madly as he's charging into the heart of the action. Super cool indeed. As well as that, I just wanted to show off this picture as well because it's a really nice representation of all of the miniatures doing their thing, which is quite nice. Lovely stuff, and that will work very nicely alongside the existing plastic Warriors of Rohan. To lead the way, though, we also have a brand new plastic kit for your Rohan commanders. So this is another set that is going to be a mainstay of pretty much anyone's collection. If you're collecting Rohan, you're going to need these. This command set, echoes the old metal and eventually fine cast sets that came out for the Warriors of Rohan. And this set comes with a captain who has a couple of different options, so you can have him with a helmet or without, alongside a banner bearer, which is going to be great for use in combat, and also your hornblower as well, which is fantastic. So you've got the classic set of 3 that literally everybody needs for their Middle-earth warbands on the tabletop, which is quite nice. Again, really nice commanding poses for those. That is a full plastic set as well, so bear that in mind if you're looking to pick that up. It'll be something that I'm definitely going to snap up at least 1 box of the Riders and 1 box of the Commanders, obviously, to use in my force. I think it's going to be great to see how those look. Absolutely gorgeous miniatures. And as you can see, there's a fair few variants for the banner bearer as well, which is quite nice. Love the style of those. And you can have him in different armor, so you can have him in sort of a lighter armored style, as you can see there, or you can have him slightly more heavily armored. if you're looking to go down the sort of like route of as they mentioned in the preview, the Royal Guard route. That's definitely something you could have a look at if you were going to delve into Rohan. Beyond that, though, as well, we also got to see some more releases for the Hill Tribesmen. So this is another command set for them. Comes with the same mix of things. So you get a Hill Chieftain, Hill Tribes Chieftain, a Hill Tribesman with a banner, and another one with a warhorn. And you get a few variants to play around with within that set as well. This also comes with a way for you to change the Chieftain into the Oathmaker, as you can see here, which I think is shown off in more detail in this picture. So if you're looking to represent the Hill Tribesman forces, the Warriors of Dunland, who fought alongside, you can tell it's early in the morning, who fought alongside Saruman in the Two Towers, then you have that option as well. Meaning that I would think people are probably going to buy maybe 2 of these sets and then do a little bit of kit bashing and converting to make the most of this across both the era of the Two Towers, but also the era of the War of the Rohirrim at the same time, fighting underneath Targ and co. This will all come alongside a brand new supplement. So this is the Burning of the Westfold. It contains a full campaign where you can refight a series of battles from the Two Towers through to the Return of the King. This expansion includes 11 linked scenarios that follow Saruman the White's assault on Rohan, from the battles at the Ford of Eisen to the Siege of Helm's Deep, and then the Ride of the Rohirrim at Pelennor Fields. Badass. These supplements, if you've not looked at them before, are really great. They come with loads of detail in there for those people who want to not only play the game from a narrative standpoint and go through the campaign side of things, but they also feature loads of stuff for hobbyists. So there's really nice stuff in there for building terrain and all sorts of things like that. So if you are somebody who's looking to get their hands on another Rohan-themed supplement, this is definitely the one for you. The War in Rohan supplement from the last edition still exists and has loads of stuff in it anyway, and there's no reason why you can't play all of the existing scenarios using the new models regardless, because it's all the same events. But if you are looking for a brand new supplement to pick up, they're relatively inexpensive, softback, and they slot quite nicely into a collection. I've had a look through the previous releases for the War of the Rohirrim and the Treachery of Gollum, and they've been nice. I've enjoyed reading them and having them as part of my collection. It's a nice way to expand what's available for the Middle-earth strategy battle game. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is this a fun little set of releases and reveals for the Middle-earth strategy battle game? When we first just saw the Hill Tribesmen popping up, I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough, I suppose. And it's nice to see them coming out to kind of round things off. But when they started revealing the other Warriors of Rohan, or the Rohirrim kits, like the commanders, as you see there, and the Warriors of Rohan on horseback, the Riders of Rohan, I was very much sold on what they were selling. I could smell what the Rock was cooking, and I enjoyed it very muchly. I think it's great to see them still doing updates for Middle-earth strategy battle game and translating some of those older plastic kits into new designs. It's really cool to see. It'll be interesting to see how far this goes and what they'd work on next. It feels like this stuff should have come out ages ago when War of the Rohirrim first released, and it's only just coming out now. So it's such a weird space that Middle-earth strategy battle game finds itself in. We're going to release Shelob and Gollum and then do a book on them, and then we're going to cycle back round and then do these rather than do things in some kind of order. I don't know. Maybe it's to do with licensing and all sorts of things like that. Who knows? But it's nice to see more stuff from Middle-earth strategy battle game all the same. I'll definitely be picking up these sets and having some fun with them because I have Hill Tribesmen and I have Warriors of Rohan, and this would be a good opportunity for me to actually paint some of my models. Sounds like a good idea to me. So yeah, Let me know what you think about these in the comments down below. Are you someone who's jumped on with War of the Rohirrim and is going to use these to bolster their forces? Or are you somebody who played Middle-earth strategy battle game back in the day and you're now just looking for an update to those existing models? I'd love to hear your thoughts on those and what you think of them and whether or not you'll be adding them to the collection. Or if you just have all the old metals and you just like seeing people enjoying the new stuff. It's always nice to hear what folks have to say. Comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Don't forget that I have affiliate links and all sorts of things down in the comments below. So if you want to buy yourself some models, want to go and check out the folks from Firestorm Games and have a look at what they have to offer. And there's also memberships on the channel as well. So if you're looking to help me out a little bit more, then you can join and become a member, watch some of my backstage hobby vlogs a few days early. Well, a few months early, actually, before they go out to the public. So yeah. The Burning of the Westfold, Hill Tribesmen, Warriors of Rohan Command, and Warriors of Rohan, the Riders of Rohan on horseback, looking rather awesome indeed. Let me know what you think of those reveals for the Middle-earth strategy battle game down in the comments, and I'll talk to you folks very, very soon. Bye for now.